Welcome to this video on mixing and privacy, from CoinJoin to PayNym. We will discuss breaking blockchain heuristics, understanding UTXO and common input ownership, the anatomy of CoinJoin, the problem of toxic change, PayJoin and steganography, and PayNym, BIP47, for solving static addresses. The transparent blockchain allows tracking via the common input ownership heuristic. This assumption states that if a transaction has multiple inputs, they are owned by the same person. This forms the basis of some analytics. CoinJoin is a collective mixing protocol. Imagine 10 people putting coins into a jar, shaking it, and then everyone taking out the same sum. Alice, Bob, and Carol combine their UTXOs into one mixer transaction, resulting in multiple identical outputs. This creates an anonymity set. The CoinJoin paradox is anonymity at the price of suspicion. The Guy Fawkes effect reveals intent, making transactions look suspicious to banks and exchanges. Centralized exchanges may freeze deposits from a mixer. Furthermore, toxic change is mathematically tied to the input. Spending it with mixed coins can de-anonymize you. In practice 1, we prepare for CoinJoin. Our goal is to create a transaction where 3 participants combine inputs to receive identical outputs of 0.001 BTC. Alice, Bob, and Carol start with different initial amounts in their wallets. This scene focuses on constructing and combining the partially signed Bitcoin transaction, PSBT. Electrum Combine aggregates PSBTs from Alice, Bob, and Carol into a final transaction. The join inputs/outputs function allows combining independent partial transactions without sharing private keys. Analyzing the result shows what Big Brother sees. Inputs A, B, and C lead to 3 indistinguishable 0.001 BTC outputs. However, the toxic change outputs 4, 5, and 6 are mathematically linked to the original senders, making them traceable. PayJoin is the evolution from hiding identity to hiding the fact of privacy. CoinJoin is an obvious shield, looking anomalous with multiple inputs and identical outputs, posing a high risk of flagging. PayJoin is a camouflage, looking like a standard payment, with a low risk, aiming to mislead analytics with a false positive. Practice 2 demonstrates Stonewall, a CoinJoin imitation. Stonewall creates mathematical uncertainty. Analytics see a 2x2 transaction and cannot determine which amount is the payment and which is the change. It looks like 2 people mixing, but it is actually one person, Alice, making a fake CoinJoin. Practice 3 is manual PayJoin over Tor for secure coordination and input mixing. Alice creates a partial transaction, PSBT. Bob, the receiver, provides an input. After the handshake and merge, Bob adds his keys, making it look like a common input ownership transaction to observers. PayJoin forensics involves data poisoning. An analyst sees input A plus input B, resulting in output C, and concludes A and B belong to the same person. In reality, input A is Alice's and input B is Bob's. The result is that the analytics database is, quote, poisoned, with a false heuristic link between Alice and Bob. PayNym, BIP47, addresses the static address problem. It allows public donation receipt without revealing all transaction history. A single public code generates multiple dynamic addresses using elliptic curve Diffie-Hellman, or ECDH, ensuring Alice and Bob can independently calculate a shared secret S without private key exchange. Practice 4 demonstrates PayNym's secret handshake. Step 1. Retrieve the PM8T code. Step 2. Link the contact by sending a notification transaction, which contains encrypted data for channel establishment. Step 3. Wait for one confirmation to open the channel. In practice 4, we perform a private PayNym payment. You send to an identity, not a static address. The wallet automatically derives a unique address for this payment. No external entity can link this payment to the public PM8T code. A fake CoinJoin structure is also enabled. In summary, we have discussed 3 levels of invisibility. CoinJoin breaks history, offers high anonymity, but risks flagging. PayJoin uses steganography, hides the fact of privacy, but requires active receiver participation. PayNym uses reusable identity, solves address reuse, but requires an on-chain connection transaction. Always remember the risks of toxic change and centralized exchanges.